No, I have something to say about. Listen, this thing came up on my news feed and I'm still thinking about it. Tyra Spaulding. I'm hearing everyone saying that. Yeah, this came on my you to have was recommended to me on YouTube on social media that when something is recommended to you, they expect you to have a look at it, maybe even blog about it. People are saying that her mom didn't help her. Yes, she said her family came to her workplace. Her family. Some people are not looking at the videos, so they are just looking at some videos. I find myself looking at this young lady video um a few times for the month because something in the way that she spoke, she was full of wisdom, she was full of common sense, and she had a spiritual calling because some of the things that this young lady was explaining, she was a talker, and some of the things that she was explaining, guys, that's a spiritual calling because of the way she was able to explain it. Mommy, you raised a wonderful daughter. I'm so sorry that she didn't hang on. If she had hung on there, I think she would have lived, you know. I wouldn't blame the family because she herself said, your daughter are not listening to the video. She herself said the family even came to her workplace. They did try to help her. So why people are saying the family didn't try to help her? You see, sometimes it's not about the family trying to help her. Sometimes you have to try to help yourself. But you know what? Mommy, be proud of your daughter. I could imagine how cute she was when she was a child because she grew up to be such a beautiful young lady. And my condolences to you, Lord, to the family. And when people are depressed, sometimes they don't even, or grieving, they don't even want much disturbance. When people are depressed, sometimes they just want to be by themselves, alone. And the thing about this young lady, she had so much common sense, so much wisdom at an early age. You know the things she was saying. But you know what? I have a message for Tyra Spaulding family. She had a lot of fun, and she was an accountant. I read and I take my time and read, and she even talked about someone that treated her badly. These things could have an effect. Yeah, the person that she thought was treating her badly, this treating people badly in a relationship could have devastating consequences on the person that is treated badly. So but I have something to say to the family. To the family, I have something to say to Tyra Spalding family. It is not how she died, it's how she lived. Yeah, she had a lot of fun, and you can see by the way she looked as an adult that she was taken care of by her mom and dad. Another thing she mentioned is that in one of the videos that her dad was a Freemason. At least she know what her dad was. My dad left when I was 3 years old and went back to his country. I don't know what he was because I can tell you something concerning my dad. Yeah, when I became an adult, my dad got in touch with me. An adult. The last time I saw him, I was 3 years old. My dad is a Frenchman from French Guyana. And I remember my dad sent me, some little jewelry as an adult because he came back in my life like when I'm an adult, a big woman, woman age. And I remember, I wouldn't say everything. He sent me a ring. I don't care what he was. Look at him wearing it. Whether he was a Freemason, I don't know. Because he's from French Guyana. Or the Lions or the Lawrence. I'm not afraid of anything my dad sent for me. He sent me a chain, I'm wearing it. He sent me a ring, I'm wearing it. My earring, I'm wearing it. Right? I trust God. Anyway, my dad wouldn't harm me because he talked about us in French Guyana. People who do not even know us heard about us. It's just that the brothers and sisters they prefer to It's like they prefer money instead of knowing their family. Good. Get rid. Goodbye to these people. I have my sisters in Grenada and where I was born. Anyway, I don't care if my dad was a listen. He sent this ring, and I'll wait. I don't know what he was. I know he was a wise person because there was an English lady who told me my dad is a very wise man. She met him in French Guiana, and sometimes he used to call me for him. Like dial my number. Right? I didn't see him on Skype or anything, which I regret because at the time he got in touch with me, it was Skype. It was not, he died. My dad died now around 2016. Yeah, I was told that he passed away, in a phone call. But the funny thing, my dad passed away as soon as I sent the papers, the documents that he asked me for, which is strange. Shortly after that, I got a phone call just a few weeks later. But that's another topic, That's another topic if I want to speak about it. The nice young lady, I love her so much. I wish I knew her. I only knew her after she died. But she became a lot of people's best friend, that Tyra Spaulding. Because a lot of people has been talking about her and stuff like that. She's a public figure, so some people put up her photos because she has become a public figure. And it's so sad that people subscribe to Tyra Spaulding after her death. Because one girl came out and said, the young lady, she said, this lady just, while she was blogging, she only had about 400, 500 subscribers, right? I never met her. I never heard about her until after she died, right? That's when I heard about her, who she is, and she was Jamaican, and she went from Miss Universe, and she was an accountant, and her parents and friends failed her. Sometimes depression, people don't want to be around people because they have to fight on their own. And the way that she looked as well, even the way that she looked on the outside, no one that just see this young lady walking the street would just say that this girl suffers from some kind of depression or some kind of something to do with mentalness. She is just one of the most beautiful, naturally beautiful persons, one of the most I have seen. So there's no way, even sitting in front of a professional, telling them how she's feeling and how she looks, it's two different things. I wonder if they would even, probably some of them wouldn't even believe her. But how she ended up in the University of the West Indies psychiatric ward is because her workplace called her parents, and the parents and family were concerned and they came to assist her, right? But then she was saying about her dad and stuff like that, and I was listening. I go, at least she knew what her dad was, because as I said, when my dad sent this ring for me, I said I heard friend can have a lot of jewelry and stuff like that, good gold and thing. Man send me something, that. And he didn't know how to send it, but he found a way and he sent it for me, right? And I remember at the time I was in a classroom studying for a little qualification to do something, and the teacher said, some people wear something and they do not know the meaning of it. I don't have to know the meaning of it. All I have to know, it came from my father, the one that God made, God got to create me, right? A father that I haven't seen since I was 3 years old. The teacher goes like, some people wear things and they don't even know the meaning of it. And I'm wondering, I'm here wearing this brand new sparkling ring on my finger. I don't have to know the meaning of it at all. I don't need to know the meaning of it. If there's someone out there who knows the meaning of it, okay, what if it was a ring that he wore for some reason, and he thought maybe if I wear this ring, that people, the amount of enemies, he could see that I had problems in my life from a spiritual point of view. He was this kind of person. There are people like that. He can see that. So I don't care what the teacher was saying about some people wear things they don't know. I don't have to know the meaning of it. Then I saw two people in the class start staring. This is very savory. They start staring at the ring. So that means to say the teacher probably had said something to them when I was not present in the class. They just came up and started staring at the ring and staring at me. And then also he sent a chain as well. I have the chain as well and I'm wearing it. Okay, I don't care where it come from, what it means. It just means that there was someone that thought about me enough to stay from French Guiana and send it towards me all the way in London. Right. So they started staring at the ring. The people that was on the course with me, a man, a guy, and they started just staring like the ring like that. And they started to stare at me like if I was strange. And I started to feel funny. Why are these people staring at my ring? And why are they staring back at me? For me like that. You know, I started to feel a bit strange. And then they started to point at my ring. It's a ring like a V symbol. So I questioned my dad because he was still alive after he sent the ring. And he said, what V stand for? He said V for victory. Victory. A dad who has left me since I was 3 years old sent me something. That's victory to me. I mean, when we were little, from time to time, he used to write a letter. But we grew up without him. From time to time, sometimes 5 years may pass, we never heard about him. So I gave him a mouthful about the way he treated us when we was growing up. And he went, but he was not even a Grenadian. So he just want to go to his country, youths, you know. And the answer he gave to me, he said, why did you leave me? Why did you abandon me? Why didn't you come to look for me? He said, he's happy. We sent him PTS. So the PTS made him feel like he's in touch with us. He said, you sent me PTS. And then he said I gave him a mouthful. And the thing about it, when my dad passed away, there was French cousins and stuff. French cousin, her name was Mireille, with my dad's surname and stuff like that. She told me what a great person he was. She found me on Facebook. Oh, may she rest in peace. She died. Not very old, you know, she was not very old. But she died. I'm not talking about an elder person. My dad was an elder person. He died at 88 years old in his country. But the young girl, not that old. No. But I was glad she got in touch with me. And I hope her children is doing good. So I think my dad was her uncle. And she knew about me. She said he spoke about us all the time and that he was worried about his 2 children in Grenada. But how come if he was worried about us? I don't know the reason why he decided not to come back to the country. But he was very clever because he was able to find us again as we grew up. So I don't care. I don't know what he was, because I don't know that part of his issue, but I'm happy to wear something that he gave to me. So when you see me with it, leave me alone. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about what I'm wearing. But I just remember what the young lady said about her dad. And then I started to think, I know some stuff about my dad, not everything. I know another thing that I think he was a mayor of his village or his town at one point in his life. I know that. I know he had an eye problem as he was older. And but I don't know nothing, a lot of stuff, not enough, you know. But it's okay. As I was saying, mommy, you raised a wonderful daughter because I watched her videos, and thanks for leaving the videos up. A lot of people will get help from these videos. And it's not how Tyra Spaulding died, it's how she lived. Sometimes it's not how you died, sometimes it's how you lived. And she had fun at one point, so don't feel bad.